Welcome along to this Yin Yoga practice. Yin Yoga is a very gentle, very passive practice of yoga. I'm going to hold you into each of the poses for around about 3 to 4 minutes. And the purpose of the practice is to really work into the joints. So it works into what's called as the fascia, it works the soft tissue around each of the joints. And today's practice is really about finding those micro movements and micro changes within the practice to help you to connect to different areas in your body. So when we move and when we change positions, I want you to do this so slowly and subtly as not to disturb the body from the pose that you're maintaining. So let's get started. I've got a couple of props, homemade ones, because we're doing most of these practices from home, rolled up hand towel or a rolled up bath towel, slightly bigger. So when you're ready, bring your body into a very relaxed position to start the practice. This really sets the scene for the practice. Big toes together, take your knees wider than your hips, and just rest your body into the child's pose. It's a very calming position to place your body into. So obviously the child's pose is a gentle stretch of the back of the body. But it helps you to tune and bring your focus inwards. Calms the nervous system, slows the energy of the body down. So to begin with, I've just got the arms extended, reaching out in front of me. What if you were to move those arms and take them very subtly and change position behind them and turn your head gently onto one side? So by very gently and slowly turning the head, how does that feel different in your body? Just take a few moments just to tune in and notice the subtle differences. Your arms now reaching gently behind you, the arms resting on the mat, and the head very gently turned to one side. When you feel ready, very slowly adjust, turning the head to the other side. Move so slowly so as not to unsettle your body, and just turn your head to face the other way. Again, allow yourself a few moments to notice the subtlety, the changes. It may feel just the same. It may feel totally different on this side. When we change one part of the body, it changes everything within the body, because everything is connected. And then bring your forehead back to the middle. Slowly reach those arms out in front again. And just take one more round of your breath here before very gently unwinding and coming into gentle rebound. So I'm going to lay on my tummy. You could place your head on one side, or you could leave your head in the middle. Just come down to the mat. Allow your whole body to be gently supported here. And again, there's nothing I need to do, and there's nowhere else I need to be, other than connecting into this space, into this moment. As you gently and very slowly bring your arms towards the front edge of the mat, come into Sphinx pose. And Sphinx pose is just drawing the arms in front of the chest, a straight line from elbow to shoulder. And you could use one of your props if you wanted to. Grab your large rolled up bath towel and place that just in front of the rib cage, and then you can just sink your ribs down onto it, and that might be all you need. Maybe close your eyes, turn your focus inwards. As you're propping yourself up on your forearms here, allow the front of the body to gently open. Create space across the front of your chest. Imagine that the heart is drawing forwards as the top, the crown of your head lifts gently and slowly up towards the sky. Try not to give too much, aiming to give around about 50% of effort. Somewhere between too little and too much is that space of just enough. And very slowly just curl one heel and draw that slightly closer towards your bottom. Take a moment just to pause and notice the subtle differences as you lift that heel away from the ground. And slowly lower that leg back down. And we'll try the other leg. Move so slowly so as not to unsettle your body. Just draw your heel in. Pausing long enough just to connect to the different sensations in your body. As you lower that heel down, bring both of them in and just gently rest one heel against the other. Breathing in. Breathing out. And just take one more round of your breath here. As you slowly and gently release those legs back towards the ground. Remove your prop or your bolster away from your body. And slowly come into rebound. Let your body settle and rest. And as you slowly roll your body over, come onto your back, and take your time with this. I'm going to give you a moment just to allow your body to rest and settle laying on your back, extending the legs out and rotating the palms up towards the ceiling. For this next pose, I'm going to walk my feet back towards my body. And using a prop again, and again for most of us, just a rolled up bath towel will be enough. As I draw the hips, the lower back away from the floor, I slide that prop underneath the lower back. So if you find your two pelvic bones roughly here at the front of your body and follow that around, that's where you lay the bolster just at the back of the pelvis. It feels like a flat area, flat surface to rest your hips, your pelvis on. And you should feel a little bit of space between your lower back and the ground. So you should feel that your back is just slightly supported away from the mat. And again, if you wanted to take a little more, you could add a couple more props. I'm going to use both of my props here, my bath towel and my hand towel, just to give my hips a little bit more elevation. And just pausing here. So I call this the supported bridge position. And we're going to start here. This is all we need. And you may want to stay here. Keep tuning in, listening into your body. You could try sliding one leg away. And let that foot be relaxed. Soften and relax the leg as it's held and supported on the ground. The floor beneath you is support system for this practice here today. Drag that foot back towards you and try the other leg. Just extend it away but soften the foot, soften the leg. Just allow it to be held and supported by the ground and the floor beneath you. And as you bring that leg back, again, you could stay here, but if you wanted to, slide both the legs away and allow the feet to soften. And notice now, where do you feel this? Maybe into the front of the hips, maybe into the front of your thighs. It's an opening of the front of the body. A couple more rounds of your breath here. And walk your feet slowly back towards you. Again, pause. Just rest. Allow the body to adjust to the space. Before gently raising the hips, lifting your hips and your bottom away from those bolsters or those supports beneath you, and come into gentle rebound. This time, rebounding leg on your back. Slide the legs away. The feet, the legs slightly apart, the feet gently turned out. You could have your head in the middle. You could have your head turned gently to one side. Take what you need. Very slowly walk the feet over towards the right edge of the mat. So both the legs subtly go over to one side. Keep the center of your body nice and stable and still, almost as though I've gently superglued your hips, your pelvis to the mat. Move your head and your shoulders the same way. So we're coming into what's known as the banana asana, creating a beautiful banana shape with the body. Again, just listen into your body, just tune into your body. This might be all that you need, but if you wanted to, you could cross your left leg over your right. And you could slightly adjust the arms by bringing them up over the head. Again, every time you change the angles of the body, it's going to change the feel. So when you move, you make these micro movements of the body, do it so slowly and so subtly. Bring your arms back down beside your body. Take a moment to pause the arms just there. Uncross your ankles. Bring the head and the shoulders first back towards the center, pausing for a moment. Before you bring your legs back to the center. Again, just hold and maintain this shape and this position before subtly changing to the other side. I'm now taking the legs towards the left edge, or even your heels just off that edge of the mat. Listen into your body. The center of your body, your pelvis remains still. Almost allow it to become heavy on the mat. Move the head and the shoulders to the same side. And then again, you could cross your right ankle over your left and move the arms. Either the arms beside you or circling the arms with one hand resting on top of the other. And now all I need to do is just connect to the stillness and the silence of this pose. Move the arms back beside your body. Pause just for a moment. Bring your head and your shoulders back to roughly the middle of the mat. Uncross the ankles. Walk your feet back, find roughly the middle of the mat. Allow your body to rest and settle into the space. Slowly roll your body over onto its side and extend that bottom arm so it reaches all the way out, and you can rest your head on that bottom arm. Take your top leg and bend it and bring it as close as you can towards the middle of your body, towards the front edge of the mat, and then move your back leg towards the back edge of the mat, keeping that back leg long and straight. Take your top arm and lean back as you gently curl the back foot behind you. So you're reaching for that back foot. Roll the top shoulder back, look up. If it feels comfortable, look up towards the sky. As we come into the cat's tail pose. A couple of variations for you here. If it's not comfortable or you can't reach for the back foot, as you've got the front leg bent, just have your back leg bent and curling behind you, resting on the ground. Take what you need. As you're resting your body into this pose, look into your body. One more round of your breath here. slowly release that back foot to straighten out that back foot and rest it on the ground. Bring that top arm around in front of you. Straighten out that top leg and roll over onto your tummy. And slowly roll your body all the way over. And again, I'm going to bend that top leg and bring it nice and close towards the middle of my body, or bringing it towards the front edge of the mat. As you move your back leg towards the back edge of the mat, even off the edge of the mat. Lean back slightly. Allow the top arm to reach behind you as you slowly curl that back foot. Reach opposite hand. Reaching behind towards that back foot. Again, if you can't reach for the foot, just having that back foot curled behind you and resting on the ground may be all that you need here today. Slowly release that back foot. Release that top arm, bring it around in front of you. Straighten out that top leg and come back into rebound again. Lay on your tummy. Either allowing your head to rest in the middle or turning your head gently to one side. Slowly walk your hands towards the front edge of the mat. As you come up into a seated position, stretch those legs out in front of you. As we come into the caterpillar pose, maybe you want to use, again, a bit of support. Place your rolled up towel under the back of the knees. And as you fold forwards, go so slowly. Again, the feet are soft, relax the toes. If your arms are resting on the ground, I encourage you to turn your palms up. The elbows are bent. So I'm not trying to pull or force my body to fold forwards, but gently allowing my body to soften forwards. And coming into the caterpillar pose, which calms and slows down the energy of the body. Now you feel this into the back of your thighs, a nice opening for the hamstring muscles, and a nice opening for the back of the body. But the focus on this one here today is the calmness. Your mind and your body to gently soothe and rest into the caterpillar pose. Very gently turn your head to one side. So as you rotate your head, just look maybe to the right side. Again, bring the head slowly through the center and turn your head to face the other way. Take your time. bring my head through the middle. Take a moment just to pause before you very gently walk the hands back towards the body, scooping your hips down towards your heels, using the support of both your arms and your legs to roll your body back to the mat. Take your time as you come down. Again, gentle rebound. Let your body land here. As we come into the last asana of this practice, bring your feet back towards you, feet flat, knees bent. Have your knees almost touching, inner thighs fairly close, and the arms can move just slightly away from your body. Take both of the legs and shift them over to one side, coming into gentle spinal twist. Now you may want to keep your head in the middle, but the subtle movement could be rotating your head in the opposite direction from the knees. Maybe float the head back towards the center, towards the middle. Use your bottom leg to draw the top leg up. So the top leg is heavy, the bottom leg lifting the top leg up. Keep the knees, the inner thighs close. Shift and change the angles as I take both legs over and across to the other side. Micro movements all the way. Slowly does it. Either leaving your head just where it is or turning your head to look away from the direction of the knees. Have the feet stacked, the knees stacked, and a gentle opening of the chest, a gentle spinal rotation, a gentle spinal twist. Just follow the flow of your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. As you drift that head back towards the center. Again, now try and keep your top leg heavy as you use the bottom leg to lift gently, slowly the top leg up. Bring your knees towards your chest. Take the hands either halfway down the shins or on the back of your thighs. And just gently and slowly massage that lower back. Maybe placing the hands on the knees and bring a little circle. And as we bring this practice to an end here today, just rest your body into Shavasana. Slide the legs away, let the feet turn out, rotate the palms up, drop the shoulders back. Allow both arms and both legs to become heavy on the mat. And feel into the warmth and the heaviness of both arms and both legs. Allow your whole body to be held and supported by the mat and by the floor beneath you. Slowly move the fingers, move the toes. And walk your feet back towards you. Roll slowly, gently over onto one side. Let your body rest here, coming into what we know as the fetal position. And use your hands to support your body as you bring yourself up. Press your hands into the floor as you lift up. Come into a relaxed, comfortable seated position. Either crossing your legs, you could come into a kneeling position or sit with the legs out in front of you. And so all that's left to do is to bring this practice to an end here today. Raise your hands into heart prayer position. As we bring this practice to an end, I bow my head to the earth and say to you, Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.